Hello everyone. Here in this module we are going to begin with trigonometry. Trigonometry is a chapter which you have seen in earlier classes also in 10th standard. So as there is a connection, so that's why we can begin with this chapter. In trigonometry, few things which we have seen earlier will be revised. Let's see the concept first. The concept actually starts from a right triangle. As you know, maximum things which we are going to see here, these you are aware of. Like in a right triangle, we see that if one angle is 90 degree, suppose B in triangle ABC, then other two angles are acute. If one of them I consider as a symbol to be theta, then by the rules, opposite side of this theta is known as perpendicular. Opposite to 90 degrees is known as hypotenuse. And the third side is known as the base. Now I will take this as B, obviously this is H and this as P. Now with respect to this theta, there are functions, mainly three functions, three ratios are there. First one is sine theta. This is sine of theta we take. This is equal to by formula perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Cos theta, this is base upon hypotenuse, and tan theta, this is perpendicular upon base. And rest three are reciprocals of these three functions. Sin theta, its reciprocal is cosec theta, so this is h upon p. Sec theta is reciprocal of cos, this is h upon b. Tan, its reciprocal is cot theta, which is b upon p. This you have seen in 10th standard. This is the beginning. From here we started. Okay. So all these six functions are used in the concepts of trigonometry. The first thing which we used these functions for, it was, suppose I write one example that sin theta, this is equal to 2 upon 3. Its value is 2 upon 3. So we compare this ratio 2 upon 3. 2, the numerator is considered to be perpendicular, 3 is considered to be hypotenuse. After this, suppose I extend the question, find the value of other functions, other ratios. Okay, this is a small thing, but let me tell you from this here. Suppose you are using this as a ratio, because we have seen the ratio of the sides of the triangle, so that's why we call them to be ratio. But now onwards, we will use the exact term, which is function. Okay, that function also will be taught to you in other topic. Yes. So now sine function, as I see, sine theta its value is 2 upon 3. So with the help of this, we have to find the value of other ratios also. These rest 5 ratios. So what we do? This P and S, perpendicular and hypotenuse, we use Pythagoras theorem to find the third base. As we know that base is equal to h square minus p square. So base, this becomes equal to 9 minus 4. It comes to root 5. As soon as we get this, we can form all the rest functions. Like I want to find cos theta is b upon h, base upon hypotenuse. So this will be root 5 by 3. Tan theta can be taken as p upon b. So that will become 2 upon root 5. And according to this formula, rest 3 are reciprocals. So we can find cosec from sine, sec from cos, and cot from tan. So this is the theory, like this is the application, one application. More things were there. Here, the second topic which was taught to you was complementary angle. Complementary angle actually are relations, right? Whenever you are given sine of theta, some angle, sine of theta, this is symbol, some angle, then if I want to relate this with cos, this can be written as cos 90 minus theta. 90 is in degree. Also, cos theta, this can be written as sine 90 minus theta. This is first relation. Second, it is tan theta should be written as cot 90 minus theta. Wherever I am using 90 here, don't forget its degree. And cot theta can be written as tan 90 minus theta. And third one, it's between sec and cosec. cosec theta also can be written as sec 90 degree minus theta. All these are known as complementary angles relations. Complementary angle relation means these properties, these relations are used whenever the sum of two angles is 90 degree. For example, if I am writing 40 degree, with 40 degree if I take sine, then using this relation, the sine 40 degree can be written as cos of, I can convert this in other function, cos directly. So this is cos 90 minus 40, it comes to be cos 50 degree. So this way we have converted sine into cos. See, previously we have seen these basic terms. So here also we could convert one function into other. Using these reciprocal relation we can convert. In this question I taught you how to use the given ratio to find the other ratio. So here also we are converting one function to other. Next, in complementary angle relation, there are some particular relations with the help of which sine and cos can be converted into each other. Not in all, but into each other directly. If there is a concept of complementary angle available, it's applicable. Okay, so all these things we are using to convert one function into other. More are there. We have seen two more things about it. One was trigonometric identity. Basically, Pythagorean identities were there, and there were some specific angles taken whose values was given for all the functions. Those also we will discuss here. First of all, what were Pythagorean identities? It was the topic named as Pythagorean identities. First was sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Whenever we are having such a sum as squares of one, sin and cos and both angles are same, this sum is equal to 1. Second was sec square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta, and third cosec square theta could be written as 1 plus cot square theta. In all these three we find that these also are relations. Here these are relations of the squares of function. Sin square, cos square, second shows sec square, tan square, third shows cosec square, cot square. So these again can be used to convert one function into other. Here these two can be converted into each other. Here the conversion of sec and tan can be used. Here the conversion of cosec and cot can be used. So I am expecting, I am confident that you have seen all these concepts in 10th standard very well. But let me tell you, as application, mainly we are converting and nothing else. You can see in all the forms we are converting the function, one function to other. Okay. In identities, what we do? Identity also was a topic, as I said earlier. In identities also what we do? That's a collection of functions, expressions having trigonometric functions. Different trigonometric ratios are there. So we simplify, and that also is converted in the given form. Okay. So here one thing we must note down, that in trigonometry all these identities and concepts we are using for conversion. Okay. Now we will think of the specific angles. Specific angles were given in the form of table. That also we will see. Now I have taken specific angles. These were 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Total 5 in number. We had taken these 5 specific angles, and for them these actually are values of theta. Okay. Don't get confused. I have seen one more thing. This is experience. Like people generally, I have seen that they separate this sine and theta, means this function and the value of angle. But this is always wrong. Okay, this is never possible. These are the small things we have to be careful of. By the way, here I have taken all these values of theta, and for them there are fixed values obviously of these functions also. So we have to know. So I don't know whether what was the way you see, but still for the help, there is very common way. Generally I have seen that people apply, and that is easy also. How we do? suppose we are forming the table, then what we can do here, we can write here 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Divide each by 4 and solve, taking square root of each. Now whatever results we get, these are the values of sine theta respective to specific angles. Like sine 0, this will come 0, this becomes sine 30, so 1 by 2, it is 2 and 4 cancelled out, that's why we will get 1 by root 2. Here we get root 3 by 2 and this is 1. This way we have completed the specific angle table for sine. Now these all things, as I am repeating, that are fixed, okay, to form the table. Here for cos theta, as we know that recently we have seen that sine and cos are having complementary angle relation. So what we can do, like it's cos theta, I want to write cos 0. 0 makes complementary angle with 90. So that's why value of sine 90 will be equal to cos 0. Value of sine 90 will be equal to cos 0. You just see their sum is 90. Okay, so that's why we will write here in reverse order, like 1. Now 30 plus 60, this also is 90. So that's why cos 30 is equal to sine 60. So this value will be written for cos 30. So this way we write the values in reverse order to get the values of cos theta. All values which we have opted for sin theta, we write in reverse order for cos theta. Now, identities, we have seen that sin theta, this is equal to p upon h, cos theta, this is equal to p upon h. When you divide sin by cos, we find that p upon h, this is b upon h, cancelled out, and we are left with p upon v, and p upon v, this is known as tan theta. So that's why to get the particular value of tan theta, like tan 0 we need. So we will divide sin 0 by cos 0. So means we will divide for tan 0, divide 0 by 1. So 0 divided by 1 equal to 0. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, we get 1 by root 3. In each value we can do the same. 1 by root divided by itself, we get 1. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, we get root 3. And 1 by 0, as 0, division of 0, division by 0 is not defined. So we write not defined as ND, or you can use the symbol infinity also. Okay. Rest 3 functions, as we know, they are reciprocals. So for each we can make the reciprocals of the values corresponding, and we can get them like cot theta. This will be obtained by reciprocal of cot 0 is equal to reciprocal of tan 0. Now let me tell you, whenever we are writing the inverse reciprocal of 0, so this will be not defined or infinity. Reciprocal of 0 means I am talking about like 1 upon 0. So this will always be not defined. Okay, in the table we write reciprocal of 1 by root 3 is root 3, it's 1 by root 3, and now reciprocal of obviously this infinity will be 0. This way, 2 more we can complete. Sec is reciprocal of cos, so for corresponding sec is 0, this will be equal to 1, this is 2 by root 3, from here it is root 2, not defined. Cosec for sine, this is not defined, 2 root 2 upon root 3 and 1. And you can check this table that taking complementary angle relations, these are satisfying. Like sec and cosec are having the relations, so the values are satisfying those complementary angle relation. Tan and cot also are doing the same, and sin cos also. Okay, so these all things we have seen in 10th standard in earlier class. But one question arises here. These were specific angles given from 0 to 90 degree. If I see the position of 0 to 90 degree, 0 degree angle I will show like this is O. I consider this to be A. So this is a ray showing 0 degree angle. Okay, there is no movement. Now suppose I want to make a 90, I want to approach 90 degree slowly. So this will be like 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and this is 90 degree. This much. Question arises, are we not having other angles beyond 90 degree? or maybe smaller than 0 degree. All these things actually we have to be clear with. Now this year, this 11th standard, we are going to see the concept beyond this range only. Okay, we are now crossing the range of 0 to 90 degree, and we will see the behavior and nature of these functions step by step. Okay, so we will start next.